Okay. Good afternoon, everyone. This is Jigar Desai. I'm the operation head for RG International. First of all, welcome to this online webinar, which is arranged by the RG International with association of Capilano University. Today, we're going to discuss about studying in Canada and particularly at Capilano University. And today we have Mr. Rajiv Soni, the founder and director of the RG International, as our senior panelist. Along with him, we have Mr. Rohan Mehta, the India representative for Capilano University, Canada. Mr. Rohan Mehta, welcome on the webinar, sir. So I would like to request Mr. Rajiv to pass the rights for the host. So Mr. Rohan, you can tell us about the university, about the student life in Canada, and possibly the every detail that one student has to know about studying in Canada.
All right. So firstly, greetings everyone, and thank you, Mr. Jigar, for a lovely introduction. Thank you, Mr. Rajiv, for providing the students with this amazing platform to know a little bit more about the university. So at the moment, what we'll do is today, with this session, we are going to learn more about Capilano University, the campus, the programs that we have to offer, and so on and so forth. So it's going to be a very interesting, interactive session. Just allow me a moment. I'm just trying to get connected. All right, so just a moment. I hope my screen is visible. All right, fantastic. So Capilano University. Capilano University is one of the finest institutes that you have. It is based in North Vancouver, Canada. It is a public funded university which was established in 1968 and has been growing leaps and bounds since. We as a university come, over the period of time, we have introduced various courses, various programs, various associates, trying to grow. And our key agenda over here, as and how we introduce these programs, is to see to it that each and every program that we introduce is tailored, itemized, curated as per the students' requirements, not just their present needs, but for their future, the needs as well. So this is the agenda. This is the mindset that we come with. And yes, that's Capilano University for you. As mentioned, the university is located. I wouldn't want to use the word located, though. I would want to be a little bit more pragmatic over here and would want to use the words, nested. It is nested in North Vancouver, but if you understand, if you look around, it is surrounded by nature, various majestic and huge mountains. We have Seymour Mountain, Cypress Mountain, Lynn Creek, Lynn Valley, very, very beautiful nature, natural avenue it is surrounded by. So that's the beauty that we have for the campus. Now we'll go further and we'll learn a little bit more about the campus as well. But before diving into the depths of the campus, let's get our forefronts ready. Center for International Experience for Capilano University, CIE. CIE is a very, very strong student support system. Now, we as a university, as a public funded university, we understand students coming through all across the board, students coming from all across the world, many, may not know how to navigate through the university campus. Many may get stuck with a couple of formalities. So that is where you have CIE. CIE, as mentioned, is a strong student support system which will help the students with something as basic as, registration, recruitment of, courses, admissions, applications, something I would say, if you want to differ, if you want some assistance in campus especially if you are an international student. You may not know how to navigate through the campus as well, accommodation system. Now, a point that I would want to highlight over here, one of the key roles that CIE very proudly plays, I would say, is with career assistance. If, let's say, you need some guidance for career assistance, CIE is always there to assist you with the same. Again, if you need any sort of, let's say, assistance in building up the resume, something that is highly revered to, getting the nitty gritties of the resume making, understanding the nitty gritties of the resume making, LinkedIn profile, these things are always taken into consideration. Now, this happens to be one of my favorite slides. This actually gives you a proper peek through to where the university is located. You being the international students, you will get the benefit of studying and living in the main campus for the university. But as mentioned, it's surrounded by different mountains, huge and majestic mountains, beautiful valleys and creeks. You get to enjoy this avenue. You get to be a part of this avenue. More importantly, if you do understand this, many a times students tell me about it, that when you are on your break, when you're done with studies, or you just you want to take a weekend off and get the heat off, you just go to the mountains, you go hiking, trekking. If that is something you're interested in, explore the unexplored parts of Canada, explore, those, the green parts, as they say. Really beautiful, really, mind refreshing as well. And this is again the untouched zone, untouched part of Canada that you would want to be, you'd want to fall in love with. Now, again, I'm talking about the greenery around here, but do understand it is really close. It's around 20 to 30 minutes away from downtown Vancouver, CBD Vancouver, where the whole hustling and bustling happens, the corporates and everything happens. Again, this will help you explore more opportunities, help you learn more about, the Vancouver market, that is ever growing, ever diversified, ever, it's really something that is always talked of, not just in Canada, but all throughout the world. So I always tell students, being a part of North Vancouver campus, you get best of both the worlds. You get to enjoy the natural avenue, and you get to be a part of the city's hustle bustle. So that to us is, Capilano University in a gist of its location. Just a couple of important facts and factorials that I would want to touch upon. Again, it was founded in 1968. It is very well established. Now, when you want to study in a university which is well revered and well established, one thing that comes along is credibility. Credibility again becomes a really, really important part, really, really important aspect to a university's growth, aligning with the students' growth and the students' prospects as well. Yes, we are NWCCU accredited, we are NAA, DLI designated. These are just a couple of bags that we carry. Along with this, we are the top employers, top BC employers of 2018, 2019, 2020, and 2021. So, it's, as I mentioned, it's these bags of assets, bags of credibility that we carry with us, which, makes us a proudful, family of this university. Why Capilano? Very, very important. One question that everyone comes across, seamlessly, because it's a very well-revered university. Everyone knows about Capilano. But to understand more about why Capilano, first is its location. Just understand a little bit more about Vancouver. Vancouver itself is, it's one of the finest, cities, one of the best cities to live in, with one of the highest HDIs. HDIs again play a very vital role, talking about sustainability, talking about quality of life, talking about quality of education, the quality of living. It is all what HDI is all about. So that is where Vancouver stands. But do understand, Vancouver is, it's one of those cities which is not as saturated. It gives you the perfect line, it gives you the perfect margin as to say in regards to, seeking better job opportunities, seeking the best quality of life. Unlike other, cities, other provinces, it is still an ample load of opportunities for us. So that is Vancouver. But again, getting more inside Vancouver, North Vancouver is where the campus is located. And again, understanding North Vancouver, as spoken before, it has been taken into account into, understanding, how Capilano can correlate to the location. Because Vancouver, because Canada itself is very, very much tourism oriented. If you, make an understanding out of it, it is one of the most profitable sectors. It is one of the biggest sectors that you have. So again, that is why, we have taken full advantage of the location, full advantage of Vancouver being located at the proximity of the CBD area, giving a good, bird's eye view to the beauty of it. We are, like as mentioned, surrounded by nature, student accommodation. Mr. Jigar Desai, Mr. Rajiv Soni, I'm sure you must be agreeing with me. A lot of the times when the parents say, okay, I'm really interested for Capilano, I just want to understand a little bit more about student accommodation. Don't want to live with, family relatives, want the students, want the kids to be more independent. So, that is where student accommodation plays a really important role. That is where we have a beautiful accommodation that we provide, really, really well safeguarded. Even, safeguarding it is really important, especially post 2020 and post 2021. We want our students to feel at home. We want our students to feel safe and secure. Now we have accommodation with, all utilities and amenities included. Single occupancy, double occupancy, and multiple occupancy is available. And there's a lot more, that this accommodation provides you with. More importantly, it provides you with a group, a network, a circle of friends, your future family, something you would want to be related to. Moving forward, yes, the university, prides itself when it talks about the quality of education. We are a public funded university, so we have to see to it that the quality of education remains at its paramount. The quality, because we being, in the market, being a university of more than 50 years, we have to see to it that what we provide to the students is better than the best. It has to be better than the best. So that is something. Again, affordable tuition fees really very important. We, as again coming back to the same understanding, a public university wants to see to it that we attract students from all across the spectrum. We want to see to it that the students that come in, they are learning something out of it, they are making the best out of it. And being a public funded university, we have to see to it that, our tuition fees are affordable, our charges, our tuition fee charges are transparent, there are no hidden costs attached to it. Practical experience, teaching focus, small classrooms, and industry experts. These are a couple of something I would say building blocks to what makes out of a university. A university, if you understand, you're just giving you an example of university experts, industry experts. Now, these industry experts, they regularly interact with the students. And once they interact with the students, they also have an understanding as to, how to navigate through telling the students, the important aspects of what is going on in the university, outside the university, in the corporate world. They mold you accordingly, they train you accordingly, give you all the necessary information. understanding about the corporate world, understanding about your field, and especially coming from someone who is in the market, who has been a professional expert for more than 5 to 10 years. It plays a very, very important role because they will give you updates as to what happened yesterday, what is happening today, and what will happen tomorrow. So these updates make students more well versed with what they are studying, more well versed with how to go about with the same. We again want to see to it that we have small interactive classrooms, teaching focused. It is more one to one, when the teachers, the professors, the class conveyors, they know what the student needs help in, they know the student's strengths and abilities as well. So these things play a vital role. Again, coming to practical experience, I really, the university itself believes with one factor, that you don't want students to read 4 books, attend 4 lectures, give 4 exams, graduate, and voila, you're done with it. No, we don't want that. We want them to be a part of this whole system, understand what they are studying, become understand the practical aspects and practical avenues to what they are studying as well, so that they can execute it once they graduate, while they are graduating, while they are learning in their practicums and internship as well. These things, these factors become really, really important. Now, coming to a very, very important, part of this section, which I'm sure a lot of students want to know about, the current COVID situation. With the current COVID situation, if you go to the university website, you will find an advisory notice. I urge you all to go through this advisory notice and have an understanding as to what is it that the university is talking about in relation to the current COVID situation. How is it that the university is taking the vital steps to see to it that it is safeguarding all students, the whole of admin department, everyone is taken care of within the campus, and where all the necessary steps, all the necessary assistance, things of that sort are taken into place, are kept in order. So again, we have all the necessary updates. Now, one thing I would like to tell everyone over here is COVID updates get, these news and these pointers get updated on regular basis. And when I say regular basis, as in how there's an update from IRCC department, as in how there is an update, let's say from the university, from the government, we see to it that the students are they are aware of it, they know what they have to do, how to get about with it as well. But again, if you have any questions pertaining to COVID updates, any questions pertaining to COVID and Capilano University, get through with the FAQs, the commonly asked questions, because these questions, these pointers are taken into account. They answer all the questions from each and every range, so you will get all the necessary information from here as well. See to it that you are updated with IRCC rules concerning to PGWP, concerning to residency. We have our good friends at RG International. They are really well versed, and they are our direct partners as well. So always get in touch with them, ask them for the right information. They'll be providing you with the same, and take the necessary steps, the necessary ways to go ahead with it. Now, with that, what we'll do is we'll have a little bit of understanding about the programs that we have to offer. Now, in Capilano University, we have programs in arts, science, humanities, business, tourism, communication, kinesiology. We have programs in early childhood care and education as well. So these programs are available in different sectors as well. We have programs in associates, we have programs in diploma, PG diploma, post baccalaureate diploma, very, very important. We have these programs in, if you go to understand, bachelor's, pathway programs, certificate programs as well. So, again, you have a huge spectrum wherein you can select your stream, wherein you can select the program that you are well suited for, wherein you can take your dreams ahead and pursue it ahead as well. So these programs, if you talk about, we as a university, when they design, when they curate these programs, the first thing that they want to see to it is how is it going to help the students. Now, all of these programs are deemed in such a way that they will not only help the students in Vancouver, but also help them in in the global market, in the Canadian market, in the North American market as well. Because if you understand tourism and hospitality, it is, as mentioned before, one of the most profitable sectors. Early childhood care, very important, because Canada is a growing population. Early childhood care, human kinetics, they are very, very health conscious as well. So they take these things really importantly, and they want to pursue it ahead as well. So again, arts and science stream, very important stream that we have. International business, as I mentioned before, Vancouver CBD, it's located in such a way, Capilano and Vancouver, the location, if you understand the geographic, the demographic of it, it is again very much business oriented, entrepreneurship oriented. They want to see that diversity and that growth. So that is where you have the support from the university. Now, again, understanding BBA programs that we have, we have business diploma programs. There's a huge variety of programs. These two programs that we would want to talk about, they are post-baccalaureate programs. These two programs, one is NABU, another one is NABU Applied. These two are one of, they are premium programs, post-baccalaureate programs, very well reward programs, management related, business related, marketing, finance related programs. Now, we did have NAIM, but due to the current pandemic situation, it had to be discontinued. As mentioned, we want to see to it that the students are safeguarded, the students are taken into priority. So NABU is a one-year program wherein NABU gives you the PGWP of up to 1 year. As mentioned, it's a post-baccalaureate program wherein you'll be learning everything about management, business, communication, marketing, finances, all the necessary pillars that you learn for, the nitty-gritties of management. NABU Applied, it's similar to NABU, but the only difference and the major difference which attracts a lot of the students to this program is the 4-month practicum. The 4-month practicum is, you get directly in touch with the university, the companies as well. And once you get in touch with the companies, they tell you how to go about with it. What are the things that you will learn? You specialize with these programs, you take it forward, and, that's how you move ahead with it. So it actually trains you and grooms you for, once you step into the corporate world. The BGWP for this program is up to 3 years, wherein in that duration you are already well groomed, well aware about what's happening in the corporate world, how to go about with the same, how to build networks for the same as well. So again, mentioning tourism, a huge sector, hospitality, another huge sector, humanities, social science, early childhood care and development. So these are some of the programs that we have. These are some of the things, some of the programs that Capilano University is well known for as well. So that was again from my end about Capilano University. I would pass on the forum to you, Mr. Jigar Desai.
Yes. So, well, that was very, very, very informative presentation, I must say. And well, sir, I just while you were mentioning about this whole thing, I just want to go quickly on a couple of questions from the perspective of student, if you know. So, like I said, the Q&A session starts now, and I would like to start it from my side. I'm the first to ask that. Okay, so sir, if the student is making an application with complete set of documents, how long does it take to get the offer letter from the university?
All right, then. That is a good question. Firstly, with the university, understanding one very basic thing, it's
Mhm.
it's a very, very well revered, a very competitive university. Being a public funded university, it grabs everyone's attention. So, we have to look into different factors into it. But there are some programs which, will yield, let's say, the offer letter in just a couple of days, when there are also some programs which may take time up to 15 days or so. Now our duration for the offer letter, I generally say, to be on the safer side is 15 days. But again, another thing to keep in mind, if you are applying for a competitive university, if you are applying for a competitive program, it may take a tad bit longer than expected.
Okay. All right. All right. Okay.
Jigar, 1 second.
Yeah.
Just one, I would like to add that those who are watching us through the Zoom portal, if they have any question, guys, there is a tab called Q&A. You must write all your questions over here, or you can find the chat option. You can leave your questions there, and we'll try to answer all your questions. Also, those who are watching us live on Facebook, you can leave your questions in the comment box. So we will also try to answer all your questions from the Facebook as well. Thank you. Yes, you can continue, please.
Yes. So also I would like to ask Mr. Rohan that apart from IELTS, at this moment of pandemic, you see a lot of students are facing the problems with the IELTS dates and stuff. So apart from IELTS, is there any language examination that we are considering for the admission?
Yes, actually, we do understand, the current situation. And as mentioned to you before, we want to see to it that, all the talented students, they get what they are due for, or they all should be benefited with the same. So we are not stringent that way. We accept students with all other English scores as well. I'll start off with the basic requirement for IELTS. For IELTS, we accept students with 6.5, not less than 6 in any band. But there is a course wherein you can apply if you have 5.5 with not less than 5 in any band. Name of that course is Diploma in Tourism Management International. It is a
Okay.
course with a PGWP of up to 3 years. It is again, in one of the most profitable industries that we have, which is the tourism and hospitality sector. And that is for the IELTS. Now we do accept PTE, we do accept Duolingo, we do accept CAT exams. So there are other exams that we accept as well, TOEFL as well. So it's just that the students need to just shoot through with the right exam. See to it, get in touch with RG International once again. See what exams are deemed better for you, and start with the process.
Yes, we have this one gentleman asking in our Q&A that what is the like as you mentioned about the IELTS requirement for most of the courses, it is 6.5 overall with no less than 6, so that covers his half of the question. But what is the admission requirement? Like, let's say, what is the academic requirement, like minimum percentage?
Absolutely. The academic aggregate, the prerequisites for the academic aggregate for all our programs is 60%. Please see to it that you have 60% in your CGPA with 50%, not less than 50% in, all your core subjects. That is part A of it. Now, part B, the very premium programs that I spoke about, NABU and NABU Applied. These two are post-baccalaureate programs. These two programs are very well revered to, being post-baccalaureate, being management programs, making your path, your career aspects very easy. The only thing over here is see to it that your CGPA, your academic aggregate is 65%. With all the other programs, not less than 60%.
Okay. Okay. So, guys, please come forward and ask any questions if you guys have.
Because I have a question that someone is asking
So,
here.
sir.
Uh, what about the, like, the open boards? Do we accept open boards?
Yes, Mr. Soni, we do accept it, but one very important thing over here is we'll have to make an assessment. Our admissions team in India will make an assessment in regards to what subjects, what modules they've studied, and again how it is aligning with what subjects and what courses they are applying for. So that again becomes really important. Assessment is something that will help them, get through with the same. Just to extend this conversation, this question a little bit more, again, we get asked many a times in regards to the academic gaps. If we accept students with academic gaps, if we accept students with backlogs, I would just want to make it, really transparent over here. We as a university, we do not discriminate. We believe that students with, academic background, academic gaps, professional gaps, it's totally fine as long as you have the right motivation, as long as you have the required academic credentials. That is 60 percentage to 65 percentage to appear for, the eligibility to be eligible for the programs. We also do not consider, we are not concerned with the backlogs as well. We are fine with the students having backlogs. It's totally fine as long as, again, you apply with the right credentials and with right academic background.
Right.
Okay. We having this one question. What is the eligibility for kinesiology program and English requirements?
All right. So this is again a very, very popular program. Over here, the eligibility requirement varies a little bit more because this program is more oriented towards biology, certainly biology and understanding the bone structure, the kinetics of, human movements that we talk about. Biology is important. Mathematics is really important as well. But over here, please see to it that only 50% is needed for your maths and biology score. Also, another important aspect is, again, IELTS requirement is 6.5 with not less than 6 in any band, and academic requirement is 60%, overall academic requirement. So that is the program. It is a very well rewarded program, very, it's a new program, newly designed as well, especially for the students. Again, just to, talk a little bit more about this program, as mentioned before, Canada is a growing population. And with this growing population, they are becoming more and more health conscious as well. And they are looking into these aspects, how these aspects can help them, help the general population into growth as well. So these are a couple of important things that we need to understand.
All right. Well, something related to the same question. Let's say a student qualifies for the program and he or she is going to study the kinesiology in Canada. What are the like the career opportunities for the student who pass out from the kinesiology?
Um, that's again, that is a very well deep question. What I'll do is I'll take you through the web page of it. Just allow me a second. I'll give you an in-depth understanding as to what I'm talking about. Just a second. All right. So I hope my screen is, no, I don't think it's visible, is it?
No.
Just a second. All right. So I'll just share my screen. Hopefully it's visible now. All right. So again, this is the program that we talk about. I wanted to take you guys through, the website as well, so that you all can, If you are the students over here, the viewers, if you want to understand how to navigate through the program, it'll help you out with the same as well. So here's the thing, personal training. So Mr. Jigar Desai, just understanding if there are, it can help you grow in sports management, which is again a sector, a huge sector in itself. It can help you with, understanding of the health sector as well. Just basic movements, because if you break the word comes from the word, it's a Greek word called kinetics, human kinetics, which talks about the movement of your muscles, movement of your bones, of your physique. So if there is an impairment in the movement of any of these things, it will help you out with the same. It will, this is what it will take care of. So understanding physiology, health promotion, exercise, personal training, these are a couple of disciplines that, it can help you out with.
Yeah. All right, sir. We having this. I'm so sorry to cut you in, but along with that, I request you to also mention what are the available intakes for probably this program and for all the other programs as well.
So many of our programs are available for September 2021 intake. The intake as of now is open. Now, when I say as of now, it is really important that you action it as quick as you can. Get in touch with our good friends over here, and start with the process as soon as you can. Because if not September 2021 intake, we have many of these programs open for Jan 2022 intake. We have a couple of additional programs such as Global Hospitality and Tourism Management, which is again a post-baccalaureate program, which again you can, add to your list as well if that's something, if that's the sector you want to go in. So we have three intakes, and, all of these programs are really, they get filled out very quickly. Many of these programs are really, really, very much in demand, very competitive in nature. So if anything, action quickly.
Yeah, certainly, certainly. So that is something our students should make a note of it. Okay. Rajiv sir, do you have any more questions from the Facebook or the Instagram pages, or are we going towards? Okay. So you're mute.
I'm so sorry. There's like someone was asking about the gap, like up to how long the gap can be accepted, and also the backlogs. Up to what number of backlogs we can accept.
That's the thing over here. When you talk about backlogs, when you talk about gaps, to us as university, it's really not relevant. We are not concerned with as many number. We've had students with many backlogs, huge academic gap as well. The very important thing over here is, but that, and coming back to, I know students are asking for specific number, but we don't have any specific numbers. We cannot tell you that, okay, after 50, after 100. No, because we don't consider those things. We don't consider backlogs. We don't consider gaps as well. On the other hand, we want to see to it that if you as a student, if you feel that NABU applied is the course meant for you, is the program meant for you, and you have the right credentials, if you score, high percentage in your bachelor's, go for that course. We will, not keep the relevance of, let's say, the gaps and, the backlogs in the picture.
Yes.
Okay. We have this question. Can you please share the approximate idea about living expenses, and what are the part-time job opportunities for the students?
All right. So I'll get with the second question first. The part-time job opportunities for the students. Now, this again is really, really important, because not just Canada, wherever you're going, you need to see to it that you are able to live an independent, a very sustainable life. Very important to see to it that that is maintained, the balance is maintained. Again, like I said, if you talk about, Capilano University, location is the gold chain over here. Location is the gold mine over here. We are located, close to, the trekking, the hiking trails. We are also located very close to the CBD area. CBD area is again a huge, fireworks that I would call it for, better job opportunities. You can apply and, you can try to, there are plenty of job opportunities in the campus as well, be it admin role, be it roles in, as an assistant to academics. So there are various roles, various opportunities available over there. There are various opportunities available outside campus, in North Vancouver, and outside campus towards the CBD end, outside campus where Surrey is located. Again, we are aware, Surrey is, it's an amazing district with, a very supportive Indian community as well. But to extend this a little bit more, if you are looking for jobs, see to it that, what is it that you're looking for, because we have jobs available in various sectors. Is the sector what you're looking for, is it related to what you are studying? We have some students who are studying now who apply, and they are also doing internship, they are also doing their own gigs, they are also being a part of, they're looking out for jobs in the marketing, finance, management sector. So it's like you are really getting into the depths of it, which again plays a very important role once you graduate, once you start looking for, your career path.
Certainly. Wonderful. Okay. Again, let's say example, is there any possibility for the scholarship for the international student, if who's fulfilling all the requirements, who is like also coming through the all the like basically the student who's checking all the boxes
All the boxes.
for the university, are you guys providing any sort of scholarship?
Capilano University, as mentioned, it's a public funded university. And over here, our main criteria is, and this is something the management believes in as well. We want to see to it that the cost that we have mentioned, through and through, it is very transparent. There are no hidden costs attached to it. It's not, we do not provide scholarship, but also on the other hand, we want to see to it that our tuition fee structure is at its minimum. Our, there are no other transactions involved while you are making the main transaction. It's all very transparent. It's all very clear, and we've kept it at its minimum as well.
Okay. Okay. Fantastic. So I guess that says a lot. I mean, because you see, being a university providing the best services to student, and also at the very affordable tuition fees, I guess that is something would be the perfect match for the student, like an ideal match for the student who will be looking for their for an education.
Mr. Rohan, I have a question here.
Please, sir.
What about, like, does this university help students who graduates every year to find, or to help them out to find an employment, or maybe any campus recruitment with their local employers? What are the, like,
Absolutely.
probabilities for that?
So with the university, we believe in, we believe in the fact that we need to groom the students in such a way that come tomorrow they are standing tall on their feet when they are looking for job opportunities. Now that being said, first things, CIE, Center for International Experience, is always there to guide you all with your let's say job opportunities, with career guidance, things like that. Another thing to note over here is resume building as well. Do apologize. Resume building as well. That becomes again a very vital role. Third thing over here to be taken into consideration is regular interaction with industry experts, is regular interaction with especially when you interact with these experts, you know what the market is all about. You know how to navigate through, how to flow through the market seamlessly, and it prepares you, it gears you up for what is to come tomorrow. You don't have to wait till you graduate and then look for opportunities. You already have formed that network, that build up with you in such a way that it guides you through for your tomorrow as well.
Yes. So, Rajiv sir, do we have any more question from your side?
No, I don't see any question. Uh,
So far, I guess we have covered all the important points, which has one or the other correlation with studying in Canada with Capilano University, be it the course detail, be it the admission process, be it the admission requirements, be it the accommodation related queries, everything. Just one last question I would like to ask. I guess we have missed out on that. Mr. Rohan, what is the, like, let's say, an average fee structure of the Capilano University for the baccalaureate courses?
The average fee structure varies because I will give you an estimate as well, but an average fee structure really varies depending on what program you are studying, and what field that you've selected with. Because we have programs starting from, let's say, 12 to 13 to 15K, 15,000 Canadian dollars, and that are moving towards 80,000 bachelor programs as well. Like if you talk about BBA programs, and then if you talk about post baccalaureate program, 1 year post baccalaureate program is for 26,000, which is NABU program, and 2 years post baccalaureate program is for 32,000, which is again, being a 2 years program, you won't see much of a difference between NAPU and NAPU applied. Very little difference, but it's what we cover in the first year and it's what we are to cover in the second year is what plays the role.
All right, all right. So I guess that should be treated on individuals on an individual basis. So
Absolutely.
yeah, okay. So, like I said, so far, I guess, Rajiv sir, we have covered almost all the
almost everything, yes.
important points and almost everything. So, would you like to say a word about this today's session, Rajiv sir?
It was amazing. Like there was like it was very informative, and I'm sure all the students and parents and the team who was watching us live, they got like all their queries solved. And I really appreciate Mr. Rohan Mehta for for joining us today and covering up all this informations. And we really appreciate your support. Thank you very much. And over to you, Jigar.
Yes, well, from the family of RG International, I would also like to take this opportunity to thank you, Mr. Rohan, for taking out time and guiding us and our student about Capilano University. So thank you so much for that, first of all. And apart from that, let's hope that this pandemic situation come to an end and our students can fulfill their dreams of studying in Canada. So let's hope for the best, wish for the best. And I would like to conclude it with one message to everyone who's watching us live out there right now, or who's gonna watch our recorded version on our social media. Guys, if you have any question regarding studying in Canada, please reach out to us on 8108-006-005. You can select your nearest office on your dialer tone, and you can always reach out to us for applying at Capilano University. So thank you so much everyone for participating on this webinar. Thank you so much for watching us and for all your questions. It really helped us to keep it and make it very engaging today. So I must say thanks to all the patrons out there, And thanks to all the senior panelists who has joined us here and guiding the students. So thank you everyone. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, guys. Stay safe
Stay
and
safe and enjoy the
listen, Mr.
father.
Rohan. You take care.
Thank you. Thank you all. Stay safe, stay healthy, and I hope to see you all on the other side at the
Sure.
university.
Thank you.
Definitely. Take care. Bye.
Bye.